Welcome to Wigglesticks TV. I've been having a couple of issues with the bike the last couple of days. I take it for a ride and it starts up pretty fine, but whenever I get into, say, 10 k's or so into town, the engine heats up and then it sort of just starts to be a little bit fluffy on idle, and then twice now I've stopped and haven't been able to restart it off the battery. Seems like the sound and everything, the fuel, it's running out of fuel, but the bike and everything will start on a roll start. So I've got it booked in. I'm running a full system with just a standard jet kit at the moment. So I'm going to, I've got it booked in to get this Factory Pro kit put in there on the 9th. So I think that will fix it. But in the meantime, I'm going to try and change the battery and see if that makes any difference. I have a spare battery sitting here, and then I'll probably order a new battery for it at some point, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to switch the battery and then take it for a spin. No choke. Choke. So I've got the battery swapped over now. This one I have been charging it every now and again, so it should have enough power in it. So I'll just see what it does straight off the bat. So I've been hunting around trying to isolate some of these potential overheating, not restarting when warm issues. And I remember this pulse coil generator, I didn't actually have that plugged in properly, or it sort of was, I just didn't have the right connector for the other side. So I just found a connector in a bunch of my wiring stuff that will go onto the standard plug. So I'm just going to update this as well so that the wiring and everything, these will just go back into here, and then it should be one other little thing to cross off the list of stuff that can potentially cause my issues. I'm not sure if you can see down in where the starter motor cover is there. I didn't have a rubber cap on the top of that, so I found one of those in my wiring things. And then also this, the earth inside the starter relay, that screw was not 100% tight. It was like 98%, 99% tight, but I could give it a bit more of a turn when I popped this off yesterday. So just kind of continually going on the process of narrowing things down. I'll put all this back together and then take it for a spin and see how it goes when it's warm restarting again. So yeah, I'll just add this into here and plug it back in, and then see how we go. just went for a spin after trying to address those wiring issues. Let's see if she'll fire back up again, or if we get any issues this time. So. Same problem. It does smell a lot like fuel, and there was no choke or anything that time. Interesting. We'll give it a few minutes and see what she does. Been doing a little more investigating with the hot start issue. After checking all the earths and everything the other day, it still did the same thing, so I came back and checked the rectifier and found a burnt connector there in the end. So I think what happened is, when this was at the mechanics a couple of months ago, to get the roadworthy and everything done and to get it running, it was raining, and he was testing it up and down the road with this whole back section off here. So I think a bit of water or something's got into the plug, and then you can kind of see on that middle plug down the bottom there, there's a bit of corrosion on that. So I'm going to end up hardwiring all these connectors back in. So I'm not sure if that's going to solve my particular issue, but it's definitely a problem that needs to be fixed regardless. So yeah, it's a relatively easy one to just hardwire all that together. So I'll do that in a sec. Managed to make some progress today. I've removed the OEM connector, the black one, and removed the white one, which is the one I wired in there and failed. I've got bullet connectors on all of these now. I haven't heat shrunk these ones over yet because I've just got to make sure that it works. The only thing I've got left to do is swap the plug, take this connector off and put the bullet ends on this side. I also moved the rectifier from here over to here just to give the wires a little bit more better flow, and to make it a little bit easier to put the rear seat unit and everything on. The other thing that I've ended up doing is I've got my catch can all hooked up and sorted now. I need to just double check to see if this hose routing will interfere with the seat when it goes on, but I think it'll be okay because there is a little bit of room in the standard seat. So if not, I will just have to get a little connector to change, a right angle connector or something for this side, and then back out to the K&N crankcase vent here, and then it just goes under there and into the crankcase breather, which you can't see very well in the out of the top of the crankcase. Yeah, so that was a relatively easy fit. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and change this connector, plug it all in, put the fuse and everything back in, connect the battery back up, and see if she'll fire up again. And then take it for a spin and see if it'll start after it's hot again. So I still need to clean up the tops of these brackets, but I'll do that at a later date. I've got this all buttoned back up now. I still need to cut the tops off this bracket, but we'll do that later. Everything is all heat shrunk and everything together now, all neatly tied away. So yeah, I'm just going to go take it for a quick spin and see if he starts up okay. Oh, sorry, see if it starts up when I get back. It starts fine now. So yeah, I'll just go and give it a, put the steering dampener and everything back on, and put the top thing back on, and then take it for a spin. Well, back from a quick little spin around my 5K lockdown zone. It seemed to run a lot cooler, like a little bit cooler than previously, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but we shall see what we can see. So I've just been home for a few minutes now, And previously this is when I had issues with it starting. So so we managed to reach 100 degrees, which is fine. So no choke. Let's see what she does. It's been sitting for maybe 5 minutes. Well, that's kind of interesting, as previously it didn't do that. So I think I'm slowly making progress. I'll push it inside now and then come back in maybe another 5-10 minutes and see if it starts again. But the power and everything seems to be much better now. Either the rectifier was the faulty thing and that wiring, or a combination of other electrical gremlins, I guess. So yeah, progress. I think we can call that progress. So it's still idling a little bit high, which it's going in to get a jet kit and stuff put in it. So I think that will fix some of that fluffiness. If you're sitting at the lights, it does tend to go all by itself just up to about 2.5-3 grand and sit there for a little bit, and then pop back down to 1,000 or so. But it does feel a little bit fluffy in the actual when you're riding it and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's progress. We'll see how it goes, and then I think it needs a jet kit in it now, and then we'll see what happens. So yeah.